everyone, this is my new content. Now, I have been missing for about 2 years, I think, and yeah, it was mostly school and me being too lazy. So, let's get to the video. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate 2. It is a kind of a pro controller. Not everybody will call it that, but it has a lot of options and it is at a really good price. I believe it normally is at $69, but I bought it for 100 because I live in Turkey, everything is more expensive. So let's get to unboxing. Now, after a bit of a brute force, the box is opened. And inside, we have the 8BitDo Ultimate 2. As you can see, we put it on the side. And the phone clip for it. Now, I took a look at the box, and the way to open it is to pull these things over here. I'm not sure if the camera can capture it. Yeah, there's one on each side. So I'm going to just do that. Yep, it's that easy. So, and it comes out like this. Oops. Okay, as you can see. Put it to the side. Go on, open it up. Wow, it looks nice. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this because of the shape is more towards the inside, but I really like it because it's at a really good price, and oh, it feels great. It feels really good, to be honest. So, wow, it feels really good. It isn't that bad, to be honest. Like, a lot of people will say, yeah, it's too much towards the inside, these parts, but no, it's not that bad. Every peel. And show it back. Yeah, 2 paddles and 2, I believe, is L4 and R4. Yeah, over here. The D-pad feels really nice. Oh, and it has clicky bumpers. So it also has trigger stops right over here. So fast triggers, but they don't sound that much clicky, to be honest. And the button here is for Bluetooth or the dongle. Now, the dongle is in the box still. It's in the base that I will show you. This controller has Hall effect sticks and Hall effect triggers, so it will last a long time. Now let's get to the bottom of it. So this is the charging dock and the base. So it feels nice. It's a really nice plastic. It has a USB-C port so that you will put the controller on top of it, like so. Yep, like this. If it is magnetic, I think the magnets get activated when you put power through it, but I don't think it's magnetic, so just to keep in mind, it will fall if you tilt it. So, and if I'm not mistaken, there should be a dongle at the bottom here. Yep, wait, I have to try to open it. Yep, here's the dongle, and there's a little pull tab. Okay. So there should be a USB-C dongle because this is the 2 version. This dongle is if you want to connect it to the PC. I believe that the Bluetooth is only for Android. Now we put this to the side. Oh, and it has some grips at the bottom of the base so that it won't, just go around. There is 2 papers, tutorials, I forgot the name, put them here. And there's the charging cable, as you can see. It's USB-C to USB-A with 8BitDo designing logo here. We put it here. Now here is the phone clip for 8BitDo Ultimate and 8BitDo Ultimate 2. So the way to open it is quite similar. It has this pull thingies. Just pull it and it opens from the top. Yep. Oops. Yep, here it is. There is nothing else in the box. So, and you wouldn't expect anything else because it's quite self-explanatory. Yep. Oh, it opens from there. I was expecting it to open from here, but it opens from the top. Okay, that's new. Now, this mechanism here, wait, yeah, it's not very sturdy, so you might think, okay, what happens if I put a heavier phone on it? So, you see these two circular things? Yeah, you just twist them and you can lock it in place. Now, I'm not gonna twist it so hard so it would break off, but I think you get the point. Now, let's put them together. If I'm not mistaken, it should go in something like this. Yep. It feels a bit wrong, to be honest, and I'm afraid it might scratch the device, but yeah, I think it's like that. But I also think that I put it in the wrong place because there is a hole. I'm not sure if it shows in the camera, but there's a hole here that is not covered. 1 second. Okay, it's quite hard to put it on, and it feels quite wrong when you're trying to, but remember, when you are putting this on, there are some oval holes like under these two, and there are some clip looking like thingies on the phone clip. Be careful that they align correctly. So it's like this. You can adjust the position of this thing. Now, I am filming with my phone, or I would show you how it looks. Actually, let me grab one phone and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got a phone. I think it's a Xiaomi, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a Redmi. It's my mom's phone, okay? I don't know. So, the way to put it on is you pull this thing and you put it on. Okay, great. Now, this phone has a case on it, so even with the case, it still fits. So that's good. But to be honest, it kind of, the weight distribution is not great. And I don't know how you feel about, oh no. Okay, another thing to note, don't open these when the phone is connected, or at least hold the phone when you're doing it. There are a lot of degrees that you can choose from, yes. If you like it, you can play like this. Okay, let's close it. And yeah, next part I will be showing you if there's any setup, and if not, I'll show you how to connect it. Now let's get to the feeling of the controller. Yeah, the plastic on it, it feels close to the PlayStation controller, PS5 controller I mean, the DualSense. And the grips on the back, oops, I almost dropped it. They are not as rough as Xboxes, but they're also not the same as PlayStation, so I really like them, to be honest. The face buttons, they are membrane, they're I think the same as Xboxes, to be honest. The D-pad is clicky, but it's not that tactile, and I feel like it's really good for most people because those tactile clicks can be really annoying sometimes, and sometimes when you have a tactile D-pad, when you're like pressing this two get activated at the same time. That's really annoying. The bumpers, they are clicky. The L4 and R4 are also clicky, and the back paddles are also really clicky. Now, one thing that love it or hate it, it's about the person that uses it. The paddles get activated at any angle, so wherever you press it, it gets activated. So you might accidentally press it, and that's why I recommend you to have an extra profile just with the back paddles deactivated, just in case you want to play a casual game and you just accidentally press it, and it will be really annoying. The face buttons, but no, not, I don't know the name, sorry. The buttons over here, I mean. They are clicky, but not annoyingly clicky. And the triggers and the joysticks, sorry, they are Hall effect, so long lasting and basically no dead zones. And we've got the trigger stops over here, so it's not clicky, but it's not bad either. It's good to have, but it's not that great, to be honest. It's kind of mushy, but it gets the job done, and it has really fast action triggers. Now let's get into the feeling of the phone clip. It's alright, to be honest. It's not that great, not that bad. But the real thing that I loved about this, and you might hate it because of that, it's that this part is metal. Now, why you might hate it, you might ask. It might scratch your phone if you're not careful, but it helps to dissipate heat. So if you're playing a demanding game, it might act as a heat sink. But it matters on the phone, because if the phone is older design and the heat stays inside of the phone, this won't help you. But let's talk about the other parts. The hinge over here, I really like it. It's quite sturdy. When you close it up, there's no opening, like really, it just isn't opening. And this mechanism over here, it's alright, it opens up to this much, so if you have a thick phone or a tablet, you cannot use it with this, sadly. This part of it always just feels like it's about to either scratch your controller or break, really. So, recommendations on buying this, if you really want it, buy it, but if you just want the controller and you don't really need this, don't buy it. Now, here are some of the features and my opinions on the 8BitDo Ultimate 2. In my personal opinion, this is a great Pro controller, even if some people might not call it Pro controller. Now, we get to the features. It has 4 remappable buttons, being 2 on the top, right over here, and 2 on the back. It has trigger stops for fast action triggers. It has Hall effect, triggers, and joysticks. So it means they will last a long time and they're very precise. And almost no dead zones, of course. It has RGB lighting on it. That can be configured in the system. You can go into the app and change it however you would want to. It can either be this fire ring, I believe they call it, or by a press of a button, you can make it, oh sorry, not this one. Yep, this one. You can make it follow your buttons. It has different profiles on the controller, meaning I'm playing Fortnite, for example, and I want this button to be the sprint and this button to be the crouch. I can configure that. Now I'm gonna play, I don't know, Minecraft, and I want this button to be mine blocks, or this button to be the right click, basically. You can just press this button and it will change the profile. And as you can see, there are 3 dots here. These dots light up according to which profile you're using. So if it's 1 dot, it's profile 1, 2 dots, profile 2, and 3 dots, profile 3. Now, you might see that when I press this, it just turns off the dots. That's because I don't have any other profile setup, so it's only profile 1 and 0, which is the default setup. Now let's get to other features that can be configured in the system. It has a gyro system, which basically means you move around the controller and something in the game moves. Now, the way that this gyro system works is a bit different from more traditional controllers like the PlayStation controller. It emulates the movement of one of the sticks. You can change it in the system again. So you can have it to when I move it like this, it would be as if I'm pushing this stick to this side. I don't really use the gyro personally, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. It has rumble motors, just like any other controller would, at this price range. If I'm not mistaken, the rumble motor on this side is faster and the one on this side is heavier. It might be the opposite though, but it has the options, and you can configure the power of the rumble motors in the system. So if you feel like it's too, too strong for you, you can just change it if you want to. As you can see, there is an application called 8BitDo Ultimate Software, and you can go ahead and install that. And I scrolled down a bit, and there seems to be an 8BitDo Ultimate Software 2, if I'm not, yeah, over here, if you can see it. So I'm going to download both, and I'm going to see which one is better, what's the differences, and I'm going to be telling it to you guys. Now, for whatever reason, I couldn't get this guy right here to connect to the application, but you can just connect it to a phone by coming to the back, flipping this switch, as you can see, to the Bluetooth. Bluetooth is on this side, and then press this button over here, home button. So it will go into this mode, and if you want to pair it with the device, there's this button over here. You have to press it for 3 seconds until this light starts, flashing rapidly. Now you can pair it to Bluetooth devices. I had the problem, to be honest, to connect it to my phone. Not my phone, it's my mom's phone, but it's a Galaxy S9, I believe. Something like that. But I don't know how it will work with new phones. If I can fix it, I will put a little clip right in the middle here to tell you guys. You could use the on-fly mapping feature. It basically means that you can change the assignment of any of the 4 remappable buttons to whichever button you would want to, without having to connect your controller to any other external devices. Now let me show you how it's done. The instructions is the same as the one shown on the screen. You'll have to press one of the remappable buttons and keep it. Then press any button that you would want it to be. For example, in this case is Y button. Then press the square button, but not the one that is to the right side. There's a square button that if you look at the middle of the controller and then look a bit to the left, you'll see it. You need to press that one. And just press it once while keeping the other 2 buttons, and your button has been remapped. But connecting to PC should be way more straightforward because of the included dongle here, as you can see. If I'm not mistaken, you just have to connect this to your PC and it will start working. Now I'm going to test it in like a minute or so, stay around. Okay, so this is the computer website. I'm not sure if it's visible, so I'm going to say the website's link anyways. I just searched for Ultimate Software V2. It's the 8BitDo software name, and it popped up at first. You can just go through there and download it. Now, the way you do it is you first go to the website and you need to scroll down until you find the controller that you want. It will all bring you to the same link, but just to make sure you have the correct link, you have to come down and go to Bluetooth controller, or if you have a Xbox edition or a wired controller, you just have to go and find it. So I have a Ultimate 2 Bluetooth controller, so I click on that. It brings me to this website, and in this website, sorry, let me just, I think that's better. Yeah. I have a Windows device, but if you have a Mac device, you can download the Mac version. I download the Windows device, I click on the Windows download, and it will pop up here. It matters on your browser. So I just open the file and extract it as a zip. I'm sure that you know how to do that, and if not, just download the zip extractor from Google or any other browser and put the file into that and just extract it. Now, after extraction, as you can see, I put it on my desktop. So this is the folder, this is the inside of the folder. You want to find the file named 8BitDo Ultimate Software V2 and open that. Now, as you can see, it asks you to connect the 8BitDo device via USB cable, and the dongle is okay too. So just connect this guy. So I connected the dongle and I just take this guy off. It has a little rumble motor inside of it, so it will vibrate at first. The first thing I did was update it. It's really easy, just click on update and select the newest firmware and click on update here again. You wait like around a minute and it will be updated. It matters on internet speed, I believe, so it's because of that. So from here, you first have to create a new profile, and you can name it anything, like I name it 01. So you go to the profile, you can map the buttons to anything you would like. For example, as you know, there are 4 remappable buttons, 2 on the back paddles, and 2 on top. To access them, you need to click on back over here, and it will show you the back of the controller. Here you can see 4 ends over here, and you can just change them to whatever you would want. The ends are the remappable buttons, so you can choose it as you would like to. So the important part is that when you come out, this profile doesn't just automatically apply. You need to click on the 3 dots here and say load into profile 1, 2 or 3, it is on you. And then you can change the profiles on the computer, on the controller itself. I'm not sure, I think it's this button, but I will check it and tell it to you. Okay, so I was wrong. The button to change the profiles is actually this one, the one in the middle. And when I press it, as you can see, it just changed. And the LED shows which profile it is on. As you can see here also, it shows how many dots are on. So I just changed it back to normal, and I delete this one because I'm not going to use it. I already set up my own profile. Now in this software, you can add macros, for example, and how macros work is that you can select the button and you can just map it. For example, V01. It's going to be, wait, sorry, I forgot to say start. The cool thing about this is that it actually records the time in between of the presses. So it waits, and then this, for example. So, and you press stop. You can press save, but I'm not going to, so that's how it works. And it's really useful if there is a certain combo in a game that requires pressing 2 or 3 buttons in a really specific time, and it's quite great. It works, I've tried it before. We go to sticks. You can adjust the dead zone here. Triggers, same thing here. And as you can see, because it's Hall effect, there basically is no dead zones. It's like really good. Smallest press and it's activated, and it's really accurate also. This is vibration. You can change the vibration. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but you can change the power of the vibration. Now the rumble motors work really good, but they're not as good as something like the DualSense, but they're still really good. the RGB, you can change it, and one way to change the color, like mid-flight, when you're not at your computer, you can just press this button, the star button over here. And on camera it doesn't really show it that much because the colors that I use are quite similar, but yeah, change it like that. And the motion, it's basically a gyro. Now the gyro works a bit strange. It emulates the one of the sticks basically. So if you want to use gyro, you have to come here and press on left stick, for example, and enable button. You can change it so it works. The enable button is basically what you press to activate the gyro, and you can change the sensitivity and the dead zones. I'm not really into gyro, so I will close it. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I really will enjoy it. And wish you luck. See you in the next video. Goodbye.